Imagine a continent with 24 trillion in untapped minerals, yet home to some of the world's poorest nations. This is Africa, a land of paradoxes and potentials. Between 1860 and 2014, Africa endured over 200 distinct economic crises, a staggering number that reveals a pattern of cyclical volatility rather than a continuous decline. Today, Africa's nominal GDP stands at 2.83 trillion, projected to reach 3.56 trillion by 2026. But this wealth is concentrated in just 5 countries: South Africa, Egypt, Algeria, Nigeria, and Ethiopia, which collectively generate half of the continent's total economic output. These 5 nations hold 569 million people, 44% of Africa's total population. Nigeria leads the pack with the largest nominal GDP, while Egypt follows closely in terms of purchasing power parity. But the story doesn't end there. Equatorial Guinea, a tiny nation of 1.8 million people, boasts the highest GDP per capita in Africa, solely due to its oil reserves. Yet, this wealth contrasts sharply with the continent's average per capita income, the lowest of any inhabited continent. The Democratic Republic of Congo and Zimbabwe, both rich in natural resources, remain among the poorest nations. DRC holds an estimated 24 trillion in untapped minerals, yet its people continue to suffer due to corruption, warfare, and emigration. This phenomenon, known as the resource curse, is a recurring theme in Africa's economic history. Colonialism and neocolonialism have played significant roles in shaping Africa's economic landscape. The Berlin Conference of 1884 to 1885 marked the beginning of European extraction of Africa's resources without building local infrastructure, leading to long-term economic vulnerabilities. The 200 economic crises over 154 years signify Africa's structural vulnerability to external shocks, such as commodity price swings and debt cycles, preventing long-term capital accumulation. Despite these challenges, modern Africa is emerging as a 3 trillion consumer market with a youthful population, making it a significant emerging market. South Africa currently leads with nearly 400 billion in GDP, though Nigeria remains the largest by nominal GDP in historical data. The African Union is working towards economic integration, aiming to reduce the fragmentation that has historically caused economic crises. However, the informal economy remains a dominant feature, meaning official GDP figures likely underrepresent the true economic activity of Africa's 1.47 billion people. The narrative of Africa rising is often challenged by the reality of its economic volatility. The contrast between the continent's immense wealth and its systematic underperformance is a core argument of visualized economic history. This documentary explores these complexities, shedding light on Africa's past, present, and future economic trajectory.